Okay, boys and girls, we are going to get back into talking about our writing and our narrative, okay? One of the things that we're paying attention to is we're paying attention to our first paragraph, okay? Our first paragraph is our beginning paragraph. Now, I want you to think about your first paragraph as being like you telling a story, okay? When you go to your friends and you're like, guess what? You wouldn't believe what I did this weekend. I went to the store. I then came home. I ate my dinner. And then I went to bed. Is that what you do?
No.
Why not?
It's so boring.
It is boring, right? Don't you go, well, I went to the store and you won't believe the toy I got. Some of you did that this past week. When you said that you went to the store and you got your skateboards, right? Your fingerboards. So you add a little more detail into your writing, right? So that's kind of where we're at. Yeah, I took Wrigley for a walk. Okay. Should I just write, I took Wrigley for a walk?
No.
What if I wrote, I took Wrigley for a walk around my neighborhood to wear him out? What do you think? Doesn't that sound a little bit better? So as we're writing our first paragraph, we're going to try to be adding that detail in there, okay? So yesterday, we started our beginning paragraph, right? And my beginning paragraph goes, 'twas the night before the first day of school. Wrigley and I were at home. Okay? You all wrote your first day of school. What you did. You told me who, you told me where, and you told me when. Night before the first day of school, Wrigley and I, home. That exposition was put in there right away. Okay? Today I'm going to be using my timeline to help me continue writing my first paragraph. Why do I skip lines when I'm writing my rough draft? Alana?
So that you can go back and you can edit your mistake.
So when we go back to edit, we're not erasing, right? So I'm going to keep continuing to write. We also indented because it was our first line of that paragraph. Every time you write a new paragraph, you have to make sure you indent your paper. Okay? Then you go back to the red line and continue until it's time for your next paragraph, and then you indent. So here we go, boys and girls. I am going to continue with my first paragraph. Are you ready?
Yeah.
To be amazed. Should your notebooks be open?
No.
Please keep our notebooks closed.
No.
Who is doing the writing?
You.
Me. Who's going to help me?
You.
You guys are going to help me.
Right.
I want you to help me add some detail in there. Okay? Here we go. So let me go back to my timeline. I took Wrigley for a walk. All right. If I took Wrigley for a walk, what should I add to that sentence?
I took Wrigley for a walk around our neighborhood.
Okay. Let me write that. So here we go. I took Wrigley.
Should that be capitalized?
Hold on. And I want you to listen very carefully. If this is a rough draft, what does that mean?
You don't need to worry about capitalizing anything.
We're going to try to remember, but I did that as a learning experiment or learning experience for us. Because what is going to happen is when I go back to edit, we're going to highlight all these things when we're editing, and you're going to help me. So I did that on purpose.
Oh.
You never know when I'm going to misspell a word, too. Just saying. I took Wrigley for a walk around the neighborhood. right, let's go to the next thing on my timeline. Oh man. I cooked pasta. Should I just write I cooked pasta?
No.
What should I put then? Annie, can you help me?
I cooked pasta and it was really good.
Well, I haven't ate it yet. But when did I cook pasta? Did I cook it while we were on our walk?
No.
How should I start that then? Camden, can you help me out?
After I finished taking Wrigley on a walk, I cooked pasta for my dinner.
So how about instead of repeating this whole sentence, what if I just started, boys and girls, with when I got home,
Yeah.
or I should say when we.
Me at home.
When we got home, comma, I cooked pasta for dinner. Period. And yes, I am still skipping lines. Okay. Next part. Let's see. I ate dinner. I ate dinner.
But that's not fun.
That's not fun. How can I make it fun? Ariana. I ate dinner and it was really good. What do you think?
Yeah. Good. Okay.
I ate dinner and it was really good. And guess what I'm going to do?
What?
Because remember, I had to keep Wrigley away, right? It was so good, I had to keep Wrigley away from eating it. What do you think?
You know what I was gonna say?
Okay, so we're going to do that. It was so good, I had to keep pushing Wrigley away and I know, I ran out of room there. So, he wouldn't eat it. He's a little stinker, what can I say?
Nothing.
Okay. So, did I include everything from my timeline that I organized for my beginning?
No.
Yes. Just for the beginning paragraph, nothing else. Am I going on to start my second paragraph? No. So guess what you're going to do now?
Write it.
You are, not mine, yours. You are going to take your timeline, okay? What you put for your beginning paragraph on your timeline, you are going to write. Should you write every single line?
No.
Skip your lines, okay? Should you go to the red line right now with the rest of your paragraph?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Should you do floppy handwriting?
So, what I'm going to ask for you to do is I'm going to ask for you to get started. Okay? Questions, comments, concerns, thoughts, feelings, anything? You guys are good? Okay. Go. Huh?